welcome back. Hopefully you tried these first two questions here. If not, and you're just looking for like a little hint or you're not quite sure you understand yet, feel free to watch this video and pause as you go, see if you can figure out the next step before we move on, that kind of thing. So looking at this first one, I'm going to do this using way 2, which was perimeter times apothem divided by 2. And in this first one, the first thing I want to do is find my center about there, and I'm going to drop the apothem down because I need to find that. I can find the perimeter pretty easily by going 16 times 6 because we have 6 sides, but the first thing I need to do is find apothem. Okay, so to do that, I need to find this angle right here. So what I'm going to do to find this angle, since there are 6 sides, I'm going to use 360 divided by 2 times the number of sides. So in this case, 360 divided by 2 times 6. So 360 divided by 12, which gives me 30 degrees. So this angle right here is 30 degrees. The second thing I need to notice is that since this whole side is 16, each half is 8. So the equation that I can set up to find the apothem is I can go, all right, this is my opposite, this is my adjacent to this angle. So tangent of 30 equals 8 over a. Then I can multiply by a on both sides. Then I can divide by tangent of 30 on both sides. And if I do 8 divided by tangent of 30 in my calculator, we get that the apothem is 13.86. Okay. And then my perimeter, as I mentioned briefly before, is just 16 times 6 because that's how long this side is. And there are 6 of them. So that gives me 96. Now I'm all ready for my area equation. Area equals perimeter times apothem divided by 2. So the perimeter of 96 times the apothem of 13.86 divided by 2, which equals about 665.28. Or you can round that to the nearest tenth, so 665.3 square units. All right, so there's our area for that first one. All right, so let's take a look at the second one next. On number 2, this thing has 10 sides, so I'm going to start off with n equals 10. So we have 10 sides. And I'm going to make my right triangle here. And this is the one where I need to find my missing side x so that we can get the whole side 2x and find the perimeter because we have the apothem. So we need to find the perimeter. So I need to find this angle first. And if I do my 360 divided by 2 times n, that would be 2 times 10. Which is 360 divided by 20, which gives me 18 degrees. So that angle there is 18 degrees. Okay, so now I need to use my sine, cosine, tangent, trig functions to find x. So since this is opposite and adjacent, again we're using tangent. So tangent of 18 equals x over 7 since it's opposite over adjacent. Then we can multiply by 7 on both sides. 7 times tangent of 18 is 2.27. So x, that missing side there, is 2.27, which means that 2x is 4.54. So this is 4.54 for our missing side, the whole thing. Okay. So if I want to find the perimeter, switch colors here, perimeter is just 4.54, that one side, times the number of sides we have, which is 10. So times 10, which gives me 45.4. So now my perimeter is 45.4, my apothem is 7, so my area is perimeter 45.4 times apothem 7 divided by 2. And this gives me 158.9. So my area is 158.9 square units. All right, for the last part here, I'm going to give you a hint for number 3. For number 3, you're going to need to use sine and cosine. Because you need to find the apothem, and you also need to find this missing side so that you can find this missing side of 2x. And this is the hypotenuse. So you're given the hypotenuse, and you need to set up 2 equations. One using sine to find x, the other using cosine to find the apothem. Don't forget to find your missing angle too, knowing that we have 5 sides here. So that's how you would set up number 3. Number 4, you're given that the perimeter is 80, and this thing has 8 sides. So if we take 80 and divide by 8, we get 10. So each side is 10. So for this one, this might be how you want to start it. Finding the apothem, knowing we have 8 sides, that one is 10, or cut up into 2 pieces, 5 each. So that's how you'd start that one. Don't forget to find your angle, knowing that we have 8 sides here. And then number 5 is pretty much the same as number 1, except we have 5 sides, and each of them is 12. So we'd set this one up just like this, finding the apothem. And again, don't forget to find your missing angle. Okay, so your homework for tonight is problems 1 through 7. If you do number 8 as a challenge problem, you can have an extra credit homework point. All right, so go for it. If you have questions, feel free to come see me during AR time tomorrow, or bring your questions with you to class. All right, see you guys later.